Welcome. Today we are diving into one of the most fundamental operations in calculus and linear algebra, the dot product. Also known as the scalar product, this operation takes two vectors and returns a single number. Let's see how it works. First, let's look at the algebraic definition. If we have two vectors, u and v, represented by their coordinates, calculating the dot product is straightforward. You simply multiply the corresponding x components together, multiply the y components together, and then add those results. That's it. It is a sum of products. Let's try a real example. Here we have vector u at 2, 3, and vector v at 4, -1. To find the dot product, we multiply 2 times 4, which is 8. Then we multiply 3 times -1, which is -3. Finally, we add 8 and -3 together to get 5. The dot product of these two vectors is 5. There is a second, equally important way to understand the dot product, which relates to geometry. The dot product of u and v is equal to the magnitude, or length, of u, times the magnitude of v, times the cosine of the angle theta between them. This formula connects abstract coordinates to real-world shapes. Let's look closer at that angle, theta. When we draw two vectors starting from the same point, theta is the smallest angle between them. It is always between 0 and 180 degrees. The cosine of this angle is the secret ingredient that determines the value of the dot product. Because of the cosine term, the sign of the dot product tells us about the direction. If the angle is acute, meaning less than 90 degrees, the result is positive. If the angle is obtuse, greater than 90 degrees, the result is negative. And if the angle is exactly 90 degrees, the result is 0. That 0 case is special. In mathematics, we say that if the dot product of two non-zero vectors is 0, they are orthogonal or perpendicular. This is the fastest way to check if two vectors meet at a 90-degree angle without measuring anything. Why do we care? Physics. The most famous application is calculating work. Work is defined as the force vector dotted with the displacement vector. If you pull a box at an angle, only the part of the force pulling in the direction of motion actually does work. The dot product handles this perfectly. To wrap up, remember these two key perspectives. Algebraically, you multiply components and sum them up to get a number. Geometrically, it tells you how much one vector points in the direction of another, based on the lengths and the cosine of the angle. Thanks for watching.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.